Today on The Real.
It's a love and hip-hop kind of day.
With Rasheeda Frost.
Well, I damn sure ain't paying no woman.
Oh.
Plus, on Girl Chat, feuding divas.
She forgot about it. And she saw Dion on the red carpet. The next day she said, send that back.
And we're shedding light on a scary new sex trend. Some people are even saying that this can be considered as attempted murder.
Then, for the first time, two families come together after a tragedy that led to a miracle.
We really couldn't have asked for a better home for his heart than with their family.
On The Real. That when it comes to Aretha Franklin, you better put some R-E-S-P-E-C-T on her name,
That's
right? Well, according to the AP, after a recent unfriendly run in with the singer Dionne Warwick, the Queen of Soul herself decided to set the record straight about something that happened 5 years ago.
Ooh. Oh, Lord.
During Whitney Houston's funeral, Warwick said that Franklin, who wasn't in attendance, was Houston's godmother. However, Franklin claims she was too busy to be anyone's godmother. So Aretha decided to send a fax to the AP.
What?
Yes, a fax, y'all. F-A-X.
Do those still exist? Facts?
They do.
I love it.
To the AP, calling Dionne libelous. Ladies, libelous. That's a strong word.
Yeah.
because some people don't even know what it means. So what's the
Yes.
definition? Libelous. They like libelous. We don't know. Who's libelous?
It's basically that it's a lie.
Right.
Oh,
And
what she was
that's
saying.
fancy.
Something out there.
And
It's a
that-
fancy word for liar.
And if you
lied.
keep doing it, I'm
gonna hold you accountable for it.
Right, exactly.
Whoa.
So
Yeah.
my thing is, I feel bad for the poor assistant that probably had to figure out, it was a millennial that had to figure out what a fax machine was and how
Yeah.
you use it. You
Yes.
imagine it,
But I love the fact that Aretha Franklin faxed her shade.
Okay.
She was faxing shade.
Yeah, right.
Because you know why?
She's been shading.
Aretha needed to make sure she had a receipt.
Well, I do
She
have to
was like-
say, though, in the story, Aretha said that she didn't want to disrespect the funeral. That's why she didn't say anything at the funeral, because at the funeral, Dionne Warwick said, she's the godmother. And so she just waited and said, you know what, I'm not going to do it. And then I think she forgot about it. And she saw Dionne on the red carpet, and Dionne came to her and was like, give me a hug. And she was like, and then she remembered. And so then that's when the next day she said, send that back.
Wait, yo, real life.
This is the
Since
thing,
when is someone calling you someone's godmother an insult? Am I bugging, or is that... That's
But she
not an
was
insult.
saying-
Do they think,
calling them her...
Did they always have a feud? Is this something
Aretha,
that they always
back
did?
then, I think it's Aretha Franklin, it's Patti LaBelle,
Legends.
it's Dionne Warwick,
Yes.
it's Gladys Knight.
And they just go at it?
They just go at it. Because it's like I believe it's a friendly, feud.
Like banter.
But that's
Back
not
and
what
forth.
friends are for, Lonnie. That is not what friends are for.
We also want to say that Dionne Warwick's people, in response, says that Miss Warwick will not dignify a response to the statement, the facts made by Miss Aretha Franklin.
But hold up.
They're serious.
That's a response. How you gonna say we will not make a response with this response?
Exactly.
How does that work?
I love it. You know what, too? In this story, it's interesting because people always trying to make people family. You know what I mean? Like a godmother. That is a big responsibility.
Yeah, it is.
People
You can't
always
throw
trying
that
to make me a godmother. I'm like Aretha. I ain't got time for that, okay?
Sure.
But you are
She
an
meant it.
amazing auntie, though,
Yes,
and
you
that's
are.
one thing that you do say.
Yes.
You're not afraid to say, you know, I can be your auntie, but I'm not going to be
Yeah, godmothers are
That
different
is
because
serious.
if something seriously
Somebody
happened,
dies.
right? They expected me to come and take over, and it's like, you know, do you remember when Michael Jackson passed and they read his will, and part of the will, it said that he wanted either his mother or Diana Ross to take care of his kids. Remember that? And everybody was like, Diana Ross, because Diana Ross is a wonderful mother. She raised
she is.
5 kids.
Yes, she did.
And
they're amazing
they're
kids.
wonderful.
Yeah.
But when Michael wrote that, we didn't see Diana Ross for about 2 years because she was like, I ain't take care of his kids.
That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody.
I know. Well, is it rude to decline, though? I think it's actually better if you are honest with what you know you can do. Is it rude to decline?
No, I
Is
would
it?
respect that.
Yeah,
okay,
I
I respect that.
If you were honest, if I asked you to be my children's godmother, or you know, you and Freddie be their godparents, and you say,
Hell no,
"Hey,"
girl.
not like that.
Okay.
Not
Yeah,
like
don't
that, but
say
if
it
you're
like
honest,
that.
like, I really don't think that I can handle that responsibility.
Okay.
I'm going to be busy. I would just move on to the next person. I would rather that than you actually just say something that I want to hear.
Good.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Okay. See that?
Exactly.
That's a great point right there. Yes. Now, from serious shade to a very serious issue, you guys, please listen up to this. There is an alarming new sex trend on the rise called stealthing. A new report by the Columbia Journal of Gender and Law defines stealthing as, get this, when a man secretly removes his condom in the middle of sex.
Whoa.
You guys, this is
That's
scary
crazy.
stuff. Many believe that this act should be treated as a form of sexual assault. People who are stealthing not only leave the person open to STDs and pregnancy, but they could also cause emotional and physical harm to the person.
Yes.
Now, this story really caught my attention because it's scary. I mean, there is no way to prove that someone did this as well, and there is no legislation
Really?
for this.
You know, this is why it's very important that you know who you gonna hook up with.
Oh,
or
come
what
on.
you're gonna do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Be careful.
You know,
People forget that sex is not an act. Sex is a responsibility.
Yes.
Right.
We just get too caught up because songs and obviously the feeling in the moment. But sex is something that results in other things that we don't think about.
and
Absolutely.
I know the difference.
That's what I was going to ask.
Okay, I'm so
you
glad.
Would think that
You
Could you
know,
tell us?
it's like you don't
know
get so
that-
caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
You know that
Yes.
you know when it. Wait.
You know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Maybe
wait,
if you're not
the
inebriated,
feeling.
though.
Okay, let's
like if
expand.
you're drunk, maybe you won't.
Yeah, we're
I just
saying
got
if
that.
you are not inebriated,
Yes.
by a round of applause, how many of us would know the difference between protected and unprotected sex? Just based on the feeling of it.
It's a whole different feeling when. It's,
In the worlds of Aladdin, it's a whole new world. You know what I'm
it's a
saying?
whole different feeling.
So I think, you know, how they found out about this and how this became increasingly, you know, more obvious is that people actually were bragging about it. They've been bragging about it on social media, on message boards, literally bragging that they're doing this. Now, some people are even saying that this can be considered as attempted murder, and I'm going to explain why. Because God forbid you give somebody a deadly disease, a fatal disease, and they die because of an action that you did to them, something you caused without their permission. Some are even trying to take it as far as that. What do you guys
That's
think
why
about
you
that?
need to be careful about who you gonna sleep with. Seriously.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's just
That's
you
the
know,
answer.
know the guy.
Yeah.
And a little fill is not worth chlamydia, gonorrhea, lifelong herpes.
There's no cure for these
Okay,
things.
okay, we
unplanned
got it.
pregnancy. No, but that's the reality.
That's- you gotta think about it
That's
like
how
that.
serious it is. You have to think about
Yes.
the responsibility when you are having unprotected sex.
Yeah.
But they're
that's
not,
the reality.
But this is the thing though, they're not having unprotected
But when
sex.
they take it off,
But
they are. When they take off that
But the
condom,
woman doesn't know. That's
I'm
what
talking
I'm
about the
saying.
guy, though. I'm talking about the guy.
The guy wants to do it.
Yeah, he wanted to
I
do
know.
it.
So what I'm saying, though, is just for that feel that he wants to feel without the condom, he has to think about the reality of the situation.
But
What
he
do you
might
think it is?
already have it. He might have it and want to get it.
But if
sad part.
if he truly thinks about, okay, wait a minute. Oh, well, maybe that's the thing. He
But
just
that's
doesn't
what's
have a
sad.
heart. He
That's-
doesn't.
that's what
no,
he's
not
saying.
This
thinking.
is legit something that guys, this is I'm telling you guys, this is
real.
legit a sex trend that's happening. A lot of us out here are saying, but that would never happen to me.
Right.
Guys,
It will.
This is happening out
Yes.
there. There are men that while having sex with you will slip off the condom and then they can get you pregnant.
Well,
this
also,
is real. This
what's
is happening.
important to what you're saying is sometimes when you're having sex, you know, and if you're inebriated, you know, you can't feel the difference.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying you have to know who your partner is, you know, and a lot of
Absolutely.
people, you just have to protect
Yes.
yourself.
Here's another thing I remember too. When I was having sex, you know, before I was married, I recall this pressure with certain dudes to want to do it what they would call raw. Like, babe,
Right,
come on, can we
right.
just do it? Come on. And you remember that, ladies? You know what I'm talking about? Where
Yeah.
they're just like, they look at you like you're the bearer of bad news if you want to protect yourself. Where you're the one like making it not so good of a time because
Yeah.
you want to bust out the condom. Really? Come on, let's just do it really quick. And I just remember feeling like a prude, feeling like because I was trying to protect both of
Not
us,
worth it.
that type of person is definitely not the person that deserves what you got.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
But this also
At all.
brings up,
Worth it.
this also brings up a really important point.
Yes.
You shouldn't just give the responsibility to the man
Yes.
to put on a condom. There are now ways that women can actually
Yes, to
protect
put it on
themselves
yourself.
too.
Yeah.
So, ladies, why don't you take that responsibility for your own so you don't have to deal with this? Make
Yes.
sure you're doubly protected.
Yes.
All right, now it's important to always be safe and responsible, especially when you're on a vacation. And speaking of vacations, Kim Kardashian West is in Mexico along with her girlfriends for her sister Kourtney's birthday celebration. That
Nice.
sounds fun.
They look
And in
cool.
true Kim K fashion, she tweeted a play-by-play, y'all, of what's going down south of the border. Here are some of the highlights. Kourtney threw up in her bed 4 times and slept in it.
Oh, Lord.
Ew.
That's not healthy.
Brittany Gastineau skinny dipped solo and then disappeared for 2 days. Girl,
That's
look
scary.
for your friend. Melissa Kolker has fully recreated the fade video, and yes, I sneakily recorded it and will be posting soon. I need to
damn.
see this video. So, ladies, do you think what happens on girl trips should stay between the ladies, or is it a free-for-all like this so we all can enjoy what's going on?
Well, guys, let's be honest. We're
We're
planning
going.
a girls trip.
Yes, we are.
We
I'm
are.
really
This
excited
summer we are
about
going.
it.
Stop making that face. You're coming. Don't play yourself.
I do not want
Look,
You don't wanna
yes,
go?
she is
Yes,
coming.
she
So
does.
we're planning on where we're gonna go and what we're gonna do. And I'm sorry. It's gonna be, we're not going to Vegas necessarily, but wherever we go, it's gonna be Vegas.
Yes.
What happens on the trip stays on the trip.
Yes. That's the whole point of a girls trip to me.
Really? No, you guys, that's boring.
Okay.
I think
and
it's
if
like
you
this.
take pictures, I need photo approval.
Okay, but I think in real girlhood, like girl codeness,
Yeah.
I think there's. Okay, I believe that a family that shades together stays together. I really think family shade is fun. So I think we all are aware of a little amount of shade that can be shared. Like if
course.
Lonnie, I don't know, gets drunk on the beach and we leave her.
You're
I'm
gonna-
gonna take a picture.
You don't
Totally.
get permission though. You'll ask in the morning, like, yo, girl, is this all right for me to post? You do that. You're super respectful.
we
Did you hear what she said? She was gonna leave me on the beach.
No, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I think there's a fun, I think we all know it. There's an amount that is cool where you know, like, it's all good. And then there's an amount that you know we should ask. And then there's an amount that's off limits. You
Yeah,
don't
like
even
if
need
I
to
threw
ask.
up in my bed 4 times and I slept in the
Please
vomit,
wake
please
me
don't
up.
tweet that.
Yeah, please wake me up.
And wake me up so I don't die in my
Yeah.
sleep while choking on my own
Or
vomit.
if I
That's
disappear,
dangerous.
See, you guys are
or
taking
if
it
I
too
disappear at the beach, please come and find me.
Yes.
Okay, we're going way serious.
Like, seriously. No, yeah.
Yes,
I
but
would
there's-
take that seriously, though, Jeannie Mai. If you disappeared in a foreign country for 2 days, I'm going to go find you. I'm not going to wait.
I love you for that.
I genuinely think she was
seriously,
obviously
yes.
being facetious and
Yes,
funny
yes.
with these tweets, which is where Jeannie's going with. You're saying be funny and lighthearted, exaggerate a little bit.
Like, if anybody really was our fan from back in the day, like when Lonnie used to take a picture and she'd hashtag it Lonnie Sneak a Pic. Do you remember that?
Yes.
She would never ask us. We'd have our mouth open. We'd have
You
chicken
guys,
wings
I am
hanging out of it.
highly questioning this trip now. I don't want y'all
See, I
taking
told
pictures
you.
of me and then posting it just to post
See,
it.
I'm that type though. I don't mind it. Like, I know that you know me well enough to not throw my stuff out there that would put me in a bad light. But I know you know how to.
Like
if
what?
you can have
like,
fun
let's
with
discuss.
me.
What would be putting you in a bad light?
You
Something you know you would do that you would not want the people to see on this girls' trip. What?
I'm
or
only
might get
gonna
you
be-
in trouble with your husband.
I'm going on
Yes.
a trip with y'all, but I'm only gonna spend like a couple of hours. I got designated times that I'm gonna spend with y'all because I have my own thing that I need to do, and y'all married, and I like to get my freak on, and I don't do it with married women.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Just because we're married doesn't mean we can't be the best. Like, what's it called when you come with the
boring.
Just because we're married doesn't mean we can't be the bomb wing woman that you deserve.
I didn't say I would be bomb, but I'm
Wait, on girls' trips, are people still supposed to hook up, or are they supposed to just hang out with each other as girlfriends?
See, this is what I'm talking about.
No, I just want to hang out, y'all.
That's what I'm talking about.
I just want to hang out and have fun. Have a couple of drinks, you know, dance a little bit.
You gonna go to bed at 8, and I'm gonna go get my freak on.
Yeah.
Okay, so ladies, this got me actually thinking. Why don't we try some slam poetry ourselves, no?
Oh.
I be feeling like Love Jones. If you feel it, snap, you know?
Yes.
Okay, I'm actually gonna go first. All right,
Okay.
you ready?
Okay.
This is my message to women who don't know how to do their makeup.
Oh, we got lights? Really?
It's awesome.
You feel the lights?
Love it.
Ma'am, why are you so sad? Is it because your makeup is done so bad? Smoky eye with a red lip, sit down and let Adrian give you a tip. Your eyebrows, they're just not on fleek. They look like they were sponsored by Black Sharpie. And something like that makes my blood boil, is when your highlight looks like aluminum foil. No mortuary Mac, let's look alive, not dead. We don't want our makeup looking like it was done in a funeral bed. Ladies, let's make sure to help each other out forever. Let's be the eyelash glue that holds these hoes together. Hey! Snap it up, snap it up. You see how I built them up, you know? I brought them down just to build them back up. You felt that?
Yes, I love it. I love it. It was so good.
All right, who's next? Who feels it?
Lonnie, go for it.
Tamara, you go. I don't have one.
Come
Didn't
on,
make one
you
at all.
I don't
guys.
have
This
one.
is
I
so
gotta
fun.
think about it.
Okay, okay.
I really don't have one. I gotta think about
Lonnie's
it.
gonna think about it. Come on, come on. Tam, you got this.
Okay, well, you guys know mine is so much pressure, you guys. Seriously. I think I did a little something like this in Sister Sister. I
No
think
way.
in one of the episodes, yeah. But I did. So, let me start with Sister Sister, okay? Sister Sister is where it all began. A girl with a dream, and now with a plan. From go home, Roger, to that girl has my face. Here at this table is now my place. So the future is open and my view is bright. I feel blessed to see all my dreams take flight.
That is so good.
That was good.
I'll give that a few snaps. Yes.
That was
Snap
bomb.
it up for
A
that
little
one.
positivity in there, you know?
That was bomb. That was bomb. Come on.
Hey.
I like that.
All right, Lonnie,
All right,
come on.
Lonnie.
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 Lonnie. Lonnie.
Okay. This is real short because I haven't prepared anything.
Okay.
Lice. Toilet paper on my mind. Not 1 ply, but 2 ply all the damn time.
Yes.
Oh, my yes.
That was a very serious topic.
Wait.
Why are we so stupid?
No. Lonnie. Are you doing a colonic or something?
Our next guest started her career as a rapper, earning herself the title the Queen of Crunk. Now she's a fashion contributor for In Touch Weekly and one of the stars of VH1's hit show, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Please give it up for Rasheeda Frost. Welcome to the show. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
I'm a fan of the show.
Well, Rasheeda, on the reality show Love and Hip Hop, which Adrian loves, and she's gotten me into it.
Yes, when we had our sleepover, I'm like, you gotta watch.
I know you're dealing with your husband's infidelity and the possibility that he has fathered another child with another woman. How are you handling it? Where's your relationship now?
It's tough. Something that I never fathomed would happen, of course, in my marriage. Right now we're separated. And being married for 17 years, that can be
Wow.
really difficult.
Wow.
But I'm actually enjoying my space right now. I'm finding me
Good
and,
for you.
doing what I need to do for myself and my kids.
I'm not gonna lie. We were really. I was happy to have you on the show because I think it's so important to hear your side of the story and how
Right.
you're feeling. And I feel like there's something that you can say that can actually help so many other women out there.
Yeah.
Now, we don't know if the child is his or not, right?
Right.
If it happens to become his, what will happen with your relationship? Do you know yet?
Well, I damn sure ain't paying no woman
Oh.
or having no parts of no damn child support. You better believe that. So, you'll have to see because we're still currently
Filming and yeah.
But yes, it's,
If there was
it'll be
something you could tell to another woman that's out there going through the same situation as you're out here, you're smiling,
Yes.
how do you get through something like this?
Right.
I had to realize not to beat myself up because I didn't do anything wrong.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was the main thing.
Now, I know that your teenage son found out about his father's infidelity. So, how do you explain something like that to your children?
You know, I felt really responsible, even though I was not the guilty party. And I feel like as the father, you're supposed to be the superhero.
Yeah.
Right.
You're supposed to be the everything.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to make those mistakes for your children to see, period. Especially not for your children to see. But as a mom, yes, you have to sit down and talk to your child about what's going on. I've been so blessed to be able to have both of my children at home with their mom and dad. I didn't grow up like that. I grew up with my mom. And a lot of us grow up that way. We don't have both of our parents. So it's difficult for him because all he knows is his mom and his dad and family, But I think he tried to joke it off a little, to make a little, Hillary forgave Bill, mama. Don't mess up the family, mom. And I'm sitting here like, but it's not me. But I try to make him feel comfortable and make them feel like they're not missing anything, that nothing's, different, besides mom isn't there all the time with dad.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh, it's hard.
It's hard. Now, I even see you watching that and you tearing up a little bit. And all of us want to for you. How do you feel watching that?
I get sad every time I watch that. I don't want to see that.
But that's real.
It is.
You can't just turn
love
love off.
That's true. I mean, I've been with Kirk and I've been married for 17 years, and of course we were together before that. And it's difficult. Things happen, and you're not like, okay, I'm done with you.
Yeah.
It's over. I mean, we have a lot of history. We have children. We have businesses. We have I grew up with this man, so when things happen and unfortunate things happen in a relationship, and marriage is work. It's a lot of work.
yes.
Like the ups, the downs, the goods, the bad. It's a lot of work. But at the end of the day, it's like, you put me in this situation and this is going on with us. And as much as I want to strangle you and choke your ass,
Yeah.
and I'm mad at you and I'm disappointed in you and I'm ashamed, I love you though. It just doesn't turn off like that. But you have put me in a place where I have to draw a line.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
You have the cutest 3-year-old son, Carter.
gosh.
He
So
is
cute.
so handsome.
Thank you.
You've been open about.
gosh.
There he is, right there.
Oh,
Look at that
God.
hair. I love his hair.
No, his hair is like so ridiculous
It's
now. It's like
everything.
all the way down here somewhere.
No
and he
way.
hates getting it combed. Oh my
Beautiful.
God.
So beautiful.
But,
Thank you.
You've been open about your struggle with postpartum depression after the birth of your son. What do you want to tell people about it?
I would tell women, be as vocal as possible and speak to people and try to, the more help you can get, the more support you can get. I felt like I was in a lack of situation with that. And, don't be ashamed. Talk about it. At first, I was like, I don't want to talk about it. Does that really happen to me? Does this happen to people? How does this,
Yeah.
I was a mess and I was all over the place. But I started getting fan mail, like people really writing letters. And I'm thinking, do people still write letters? They do. Women have been writing letters, and I get a lot of comments and a lot of emails about women saying, thank you so much for speaking about it because it's helped me to deal with it, to get closure, to, my friend is going through this, and thank you so much. So I just felt like, don't be ashamed. Work on trying to get better.
Right.
Now, there was a time on one of your episodes where your estranged husband blamed you and blamed his cheating on your postpartum depression.
But you know what, though? Do we expect anything less
Right?
when a man is in
'Cause you
a
just
hot
gotta
seat?
put something
You know, when
somewhere.
you're in a
Yeah.
hot seat, sometimes you want to blame others when you know that ain't right.
Yeah.
Come on now.
So you immediately deflected it like that. No, I love this attitude because I want to feel what happened when you heard that and you're like, wait, what? So were you able in your mind, especially when you're going through the postpartum depression, were you able to deflect it that immediately or did you internalize it at all?
You can't put the fault on anyone else when you have totally yourself made the wrong decision.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter if we weren't having sex, if we were whatever was going through. You go through a lot in marriages.
Yes.
You go through different seasons, different phases, different things, period.
Yeah.
But you're in a commitment as a husband and a wife to be together through death do us part, to go through them bumps, them ups and downs. And at that point in time and the things that I'm going through, you want a support system. You want that person to hold you down. That's when it's the most important.
Yes, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Rashida, thank you so much for being here.
April is National Donate Life Month, and it serves as a reminder of the 118,000 men, women, and children awaiting life-saving organ transplants. Though that number may be daunting, a single transplant can make an enormous difference, which is the case for two parents who turned the devastating loss of their 1-year-old son into a blessing for others. Take a look. For new parents Laura and Paul, their young son Dean was the light of their life. He was quick and funny and amazed them every day. But on July 30th, 2015, tragedy struck. Dean climbed into the family's above-ground pool, hit his head, and landed inside. Even though his mom Laura knew and performed CPR, she couldn't save him. He was declared brain dead on August 2nd. The family was devastated, but as much pain as they were in, they knew their amazing son still had something left to give. The family made a decision, and the son that had given them so much joy and so many laughs over his life gave one last time. Here with us now are Dean's parents, Laura and Paul. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
First, we want to say we are so sorry for your loss. And, you know, during this time of grief, how did you two come up with the selfless decision to donate Dean's organs?
The way we were going to raise him is to be selfless. That is exactly what he would have wanted from us. There was no question whatsoever.
How have Dean's organs, since making this decision, saved lives?
His eyes went to corneal research. His kidneys went to a woman, 66 years old.
Wow.
There's a little boy in Florida who has his liver. And Lennon in South Carolina has his heart.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Now, we heard that you also reached out to the families that received his organs. And there was one particular family whose story really sticks out. You heard back from the family that received Dean's heart transplant.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
It was probably 2 or 3 months after we sent the letters. And CORE has to screen everything, you know, so you have to send your letters to CORE. They screen them, no last names, no addresses, anything like that, and then they send the letters on. So we got a big envelope from CORE. In one of the envelopes was this letter, you know, and we didn't realize it till we read it, that it was, you know, from Lennon's mom, and she was talking about Lennon, you know, and the problems that he had, you know, when she was pregnant with him, and they really didn't think that he was going to make it, you know. So he had been on the donor list early on, you know, that he needed a heart. So, you know, we found out that Lennon has Dean's heart, and we really couldn't have asked for a better home for his heart than with their family.
Beautiful.
Because they're such wonderful people, and they love him so much.
Dad, can you describe Dean in just a few words?
Few words. Word I use a lot to describe him is a locomotive. He just never quit.
Never quit.
Never quit.
And we still have him today.
No.
He's still going today.
Still going.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready to meet them?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Please welcome Jessica and Lennon.
Oh, you!
Hi, sweetie. Hi.
Welcome to the show, Jessica. You can have a seat right here. And put a little linen in the middle. There we go.
After going through all of this, obviously he was on the transplant list for a really long time. What was it like getting the phone call?
It was terrifying and exciting and emotional, so many different things. It was actually our third call.
Really?
We had one call, we made it to the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning, and they told us that it wasn't gonna work out. Then we had another one, got halfway there, and they told us to turn around and it wasn't gonna work out.
Oh, no.
So that was rough, because it's such an emotional roller coaster. You hear this news, you have to take it in, you think about these donor families that made this decision, They no longer have their child, and I can't even imagine.
Right.
So, but I knew when we got that third call that was it.
You knew?
You knew it.
I just had that feeling, I was like, this is it, this is gonna happen, and it's gonna be okay.
Oh, my goodness. Well,
Jessica, I hear that you have something really special to give Laura.
Aw. Hi, sweet boy. We're gonna get to listen.
Yep.
you get to listen to his
know.
heart, your son's heart that you donated.
That's so crazy.
Can I listen? Listen. Can I hear? It's in there strong. I know. It is in there strong, huh?
Paula, do you want to listen?
Yeah.
You want to come over here?
You wanna go?
Can we sit with me?
It's okay.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's okay.
Buddy.
He knows he related.
Oh, you Can you hear it? Sit.
There's the locomotive.
Still going.
I know.
You can clap.
He doesn't know whether to clap or cry or laugh.
Tears of joy.
Yes. No.
Tears of joy.
Thank you.
So
Thank
Laura,
you so much.
You're absolutely welcome.
what is it like knowing that Dean's life lives on?
I think it's one of these things that Lennon knows who Dean is. Lennon says Dean is his hero. And even though Dean is gone, he's going to be here for a long, Lennon's children are going to know who Dean is, and Lennon's grandchildren are going to know who Dean is, and he's going to live on eternal and all of the people, who received his organs. And they'll always remember him. Whether we get to hear from them or not, they'll always know who Dean was.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys so